gods love music.
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Nigeria Reviews. I'm your boy Ugo. Today we have another phone video for you guys today. This is a Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5. I am going to do a quick unboxing of this phone and see what this is packing. I currently have a Z Fold 3 and I'll be replacing that with this device right here. So I want to see if this is what they switch, what the differences are, if there are any improvements between this and last two generation. And stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed this video. Alright, so like I was saying, I'm going to unbox this phone. Let's put this aside. And you know, I just received this phone today, and have been very excited to open this up and unbox it. I recently just received the Z Flip 5 last week. Yeah, today's Monday, so last week, and I did a review of that device. So let me see what this is all about. Okay, so opening up this device, I don't think that it looks wise. It does not look that much different from, or it doesn't even look different from the Z Fold 3. But I like this color. So this is it's kind of like this bluish color right here. The last one that I had was just straight up black on black, but this is, blue is kind of nice. It's different. Let's see. Okay, so I have the Z Fold 3 right here for comparisons. So this is kind of dirty a little bit. All right. Okay. So straight out the box, I can definitely tell you that this is significantly much lighter than the previous generation. So I think that was one of the things that Samsung worked on. I know they did work on the hinge. So I don't know if you can see this, but if you look down on here, you can see that the hinge is kind of, there's a gap in between it. And they have significantly reduced that on the Z Fold 5. The camera on the Z Fold 5, it has a slightly bigger bump. And let me see what else. Everything else seems to be the same. So it weighs lighter. The camera has a bigger bump. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but we'll see as time progresses. But I mean, so far, we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and power these on. I hope it's charged. Well, before that, let me see what else is in the box. I don't even know if there's any point in looking into the boxes anymore, because I'm pretty sure these things are gonna be as empty as it can be. You don't expect to see any charging brick inside of this thing or anything else. It's probably just, let me see. Okay. What do we have in here? Oh, that actually booted up very quickly. The boot up was faster than I expected. Okay, so in the box, course, you have your quick start guide. You have USB Type C charging cable, and your SIM kit right there, and the ejection pin. That's all you get nowadays. Um, okay, with that being said, we'll go ahead and accept all of this. Is there even any difference in the screen sizes? I really don't. I don't think there's, maybe just slightly. I don't know. I don't think there's a any much difference in the screen sizes, but I think that's to be expected. Samsung, I feel like they have gotten to this point where they are not really making too much changes on these new devices because they are so far they are ahead of the game when it comes to foldable units. I've just finished setting up this device, and what can I say about this? It is super bright and super crisp. The screen is nice. It doesn't even feel like it is the plastic that we know that it is, but somehow Samsung has managed to still fit in, you know, an AMOLED display on this thing. So, like I said, it feels the phone significantly feels much lighter than the previous generation, and there's a couple of things that Samsung has done different. First of all, this Z Fold 5 is running on One UI. It comes shipped straight out the box with One UI 5.1. That one, which is Android 13. So the screen sizes remain the same at 7.6 inch. That is the inner display. Um, so and then, but yeah, it is still LTPO 48 120 hertz display screen. So this is the same one that you have on the Z Fold 3, and I'm pretty sure it will be the same with the Z Fold 4. So if you have a Z Fold 4 currently, um, I do not think there is any need to switch to the Z Fold 5. Of course, unless you wish to do that, but I feel like it is practically the same phone. I feel like it's the same phone even with the Z Fold 3, which came out about 2 years ago. Um, Except for the fact that there are a couple of things that are different. Like for example, the on the back of this device, you can see the flash is under the three cameras. This is for the Z Fold 5, 3, but on the 5, the flash has been moved to to the side of the cameras. You still get the same three cameras on this device. You still get the same um, 12 gigs of RAM on the new one, just like you had on the old one. You still get the same 256 gigs, starting hard drive, and then you can go out to 1 terabyte on this. So now the difference on these things with the come in the rear camera. So for the Z Fold 5, you now get a 50 megapixel um, camera. You get a 50 megapixel camera, and you also get a 12 megapixels cameras on the back. Unlike the Z Fold 3, where you get a 12 megapixels, you get, like, I think it's about three 12 megapixel cameras on the back. This camera in no way is not bad at all. You know, I still get good picture qualities from this thing. But I can only imagine what it would look like on this one, on the new one, with the 50 megapixel camera that they give you. So in the cover display, which is of course you have this hole punch camera, which is basically an under display camera that Samsung started doing from the Z Fold. I think they started in Z Fold 3. Yeah, they started this design in Z Fold 3, and it has trickled down to the newer generation. Don't forget that in the Z Flip, they have a regular hole punch and in display camera. So, but for this one, they have made it, they have put it under the screen. So this, I believe, on the on the inside of the Z Fold 5, somehow they have managed to reduce the megapixel on the inside on this camera right here. So instead of the 12 megapixel they had on the older one, they are now running 10 megapixel cameras on here. But I'm pretty sure this, even though it's 10 megapixel, is probably going to be better. I hope it is. Anyway, let's go ahead and give that a try. So, yeah, pretty much. Let's see. Okay, so it is definitely, the camera is definitely better on the new one. Of course, it's meant to be that way. The zoom, the zoom is quite nice as well. I mean, you don't get. I wish Samsung will really give us, that crazy camera that we have on the Galaxy S23 Ultra, but for some reason they don't do that. I feel like this device is big enough to house, you know, all that crazy cameras that they have on the S series. For some reason, Samsung does not do that. Now, another good thing that Samsung has done on here is the battery. Although the battery size remains the same, it is still the dual 2200 mAh battery sizes. But somehow they have managed to give you more battery life on the new one. So from what I've read up, it seems that you get extra 2 hours from the new one, compared to what you got on the old one. I mean, the old one wasn't, the battery life was, it was okay. You could easily get, I believe, about 5 to 6 hours of on-screen time in the real world. So if you now get additional 2 hours on the new one, then that is awesome. I believe the reason why, the reason for the significant jump is because of the new chip that Samsung is using, the Snapdragon 8. Um, with the Snapdragon, the new chipset, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, is more energy efficient. It's is a more powerful chip, and that allows the Samsung to be able to save battery life on this thing, on the new devices. So, which is actually a good thing for the consumers. Like I mentioned earlier, just weighing these two phones alone, just picking them up, you could definitely tell that this one has lost a lot of weight. So that is because it shedded about I think 15, 10 to 15 grams of weight. So the old one weighed at 271 grams, and the new one weighs in at 253 grams. So that is quite a significant amount of weight that this device has lost. So you can literally feel it just holding the two of them. So another thing that I've noticed is, maybe this is just subjective. I like the clamp on the old one. When you close it, it gives you that satisfying clamp. But on the new one, maybe as time goes on, it might get to that too. But it doesn't sound, like you mean business, for lack of words. But you know, Samsung has they brought these new ones in multiple different colors. So in the old one, you only got black, silver, and green. In the new one, you get two additional colors. This is a new color that Samsung has brought up, which is the icy blue. You get a phantom black, you get a cream color, you get gray, and of course you get blue. So I like this color because it kind of makes you, at least looking at it, it makes me feel like I got a new phone and it's not just the old one. Because apart from the weight, I'm pretty sure once you put a case on this thing, um, then you're probably not going to know the difference. Huh. I just realized that I did not get an S Pen on this new device. I feel like in the last one, did the S Pen come included? It definitely came included, but I don't see it on here. Did I miss it or something? Let me check in the box again. Yeah, definitely do not have an S Pen in this thing. I don't know whether it's a separate order, but 2 years ago when I got the Z Fold 3, it definitely came with the S Pen in the box. So what's up, Samsung? What's going on? Anywho, I guess I may have to order that separately. Yeah, it actually does not come with an S Pen. That's quite interesting. So, all right, they're starting to reduce the amount of stuff they put in the box. Very soon, you're gonna have to pay um, just to get a box with a phone, because I don't know um, where they're going to with this whole. I don't know if it is a cost saving thing or whatever it is, but this is not fair to the consumers. I'm sorry, I'm just ranting. But what I'm trying to say is that if you have if you have a Galaxy Z Fold 4, I guarantee you probably do not need to switch. If you have the 3, you probably do not need to switch either, because they haven't changed the design. Oh, okay. I think they increased the IP resistance, the water resistance on this thing, and they also made it um, dust resistant, which is good. But I don't think anybody will deliberately take this thing into the water, because these phones cost a lot. This is an $1,800 phone. It costs 1,800. So I don't think you should be taking a close to $2,000 device into the water. But to each their own. But in case you do that, just know that you're safe up to a certain depth in the water, in the pool or water or whatever you want to take this thing to. But hey, man, um, what else do I need to say about this thing? It is snappier. Um, so when you look down here, of course, you still get Samsung DeX. You still get all the nice things you expect from a Samsung device. Um, I guess I'll have to make a separate video to see what this thing is packing on the inside, how fluid it is. Like I said, this is just a quick unboxing of this Galaxy Z Fold 5, and just my first impression of this device. And first impression is it's okay. It's okay. It's not like a huge jump from what they had before. Because back in the day when like every 2 years, you know that when Samsung brought out a new device, it will be something that is, it will be a nice improvement that you can physically see. But nowadays they just give you a mediocre improvement, something that I guess they could have done in the last generation. Apart from the hinge and the grams that is shared and the new Snapdragon chipset, I don't know, what else they. I don't know what else they did on here.
Alright guys, so I've been using this Galaxy Z Fold 5 since the last 2 weeks, and I must say that it is actually a very huge improvement compared to the Galaxy Z Fold 3. So one of the things that I can tell you is that the camera is actually pretty good. So this records you can record 8K videos, both the front camera, which is the one on the main screen, not the inner screen, and the rear camera. I actually shot a couple of videos that I have posted on YouTube on this device. It is quite nice. It shoots great video. The pictures are very nice. I mean, it's nothing compared to the S23, but it is it makes for a good um, device for recording, and taking still photographs. Another good big advantage that I've noticed is the battery life. The battery life on this thing is actually significantly big. It has improved a lot. So when Samsung said that they have increased it by about 2 hours or so, I think I actually have, I can know, I've seen that. This battery lasts longer than the previous one. To say that it is actually still the same battery sizes, but in reality, it actually lasts longer than the old one, and that is quite impressive. There are a bunch of other stuff that have improved in this device, but I would say that this is definitely quite a jump from what I had before, and honestly, I'm impressed. Thank you for watching.